Prices at the pump sky high right now. Many of you are feeling the pain when you go to fill up your gas tank. The war in Iran rages on, and a major shipping outlet remains closed in the Middle East. But congressional leaders say that the United States is energy independent. So then why are we paying so much to fill up here at home? In a WDSU exclusive, anchor Travers Mackle flew to one of the largest offshore oil rigs in the Gulf to get that question answered.
Capturing the moment with their cell phone cameras, these members of Congress are far from D.C. and the Capitol. 194 miles south of New Orleans, way off Louisiana's coast, out in the deep waters of the Gulf, traveling by helicopter to one of the largest oil and gas rigs in the world. Brought there by House Majority Leader Steve Scalise to see firsthand what offshore drilling work really looks like.
Yeah, this has been such a critical industry for Louisiana.
The Republican touting high-paying jobs. More than 300,000 in Louisiana are tied to the oil and gas industry. Scalise recently led the effort for the Working Families Tax Cut, which benefits most of the employees on the rig. And Scalise says funding secured is protection from future storms.
We use the money from revenue sharing to restore Louisiana's coast to protect us from future storms.
The production platform these House members toured, Occidental Petroleum's Holstein rig. Only our cameras were granted exclusive access to give you this behind-the-scenes look that most will never see. 4 football fields long, it employs almost 180 workers and boasts a state-of-the-art control center, cafeteria, break areas, and dorms.
Everything above where we're at right now is part of our drilling package.
It also produces both natural gas.
One more level below is kind of the belly of the beast. This is almost finishing touches.
And oil, lots of it. About 12,000 barrels a day come from here.
These are the risers that bring up the oil and gas from the subsea wells.
Andy Kershaw is the head of Gulf operations. He says the U.S. is positioned to be a world leader in energy production.
We can produce more oil and gas, we can bring it more efficiently and at lower cost.
You impressed with what you saw today?
Amazing, amazing. Once in a lifetime opportunity.
Congressman Craig Goldman represents the Fort Worth, Texas area.
The United States of America is energy independent.
But it certainly doesn't feel like that. Oil prices hover over $100 a barrel right now. That's up 40% in the last 6 weeks since the war with Iran started. That means gasoline prices are way up, $4.08 a gallon nationwide. And the Strait of Hormuz, a prime shipping channel that 20% of oil and gas flows through, is still under Iranian control. Congressional leaders expect the market to soon reset and gas prices to go down, or so they say.
If we could make our own oil and gas like this, why are prices? Do they have to come down?
Because it's a commodity and it's what's going on the international stage, and it's not going to go on forever.
We don't need to get it from Iran, from Russia, from foreign adversaries, frankly. And so, yeah, the Strait of Hormuz being tied up increases world prices, but it doesn't hurt the ability for America to produce our own energy because we don't need to get it from foreign countries anymore.
Is drilling in the Gulf the solution to lower gas prices?
100%. 100%. Get more oil and gas out, those prices are going to come down.
Representative Cleo Fields, the only Democrat on this congressional field trip, says the administration and Congress have to turn domestic energy into lower prices at the pump.
This rig or platform must operate in a prudent and economically responsible way, period. And no one should back up on that. I'm certainly not. But we also got to be realistic. I mean, the production of oil and gas is a necessity, for our communities.
This month also marks the 16th anniversary of the deadly Deepwater Horizon explosion. Since that disaster, safety has changed greatly. Even some skeptics are now sold.
I'm a pro and environmentalist, as you know, but I am impressed, as to the safeguards, the safety nets that they have in place on this platform.
A trip far from D.C., hopefully bringing lawmakers closer together in their efforts to drop the political rhetoric and work together for lower prices on energy.
You know, how do you get energy to, even if you have an electric car, you're not plugging that thing into a tree. You're plugging it into an outlet that's probably fueled by natural gas that came from this facility. If you shut it down, what are you going to replace it with? So having not only Republicans but Democrats understand that's critical.
We'll see if it all leads to change. Reporting from the Gulf, I'm Travers Mackle, WDSU News.